the ScoHo, who's going to be doing a little interactive build session. I'm really, really excited. This is going to be our first interactive build session. I'm going to be doing more of these throughout the month, throughout the year, etc. I really want to make this more common, where people within the base community who are building something come on to the live stream and just build for an hour straight. So if you want to see what it's like for a builder to build on base, please stay tuned. And Skoho, please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, good to be here. I'm the Scoho. I've been in the Web3 space since 2021. Uh, been a veteran in a lot of hackathons and
Two-time Far Hack winner right here.
two-time Far Hack winner. Met Luciano in ETH Singapore last year. Had a great time, and really got into the Farcaster ecosystem. Right now, I'm building QRcoin.fun. Everyone should go check it out. It's a noun-style daily auction where people get to bid on what URL shows up by scanning the QR for the next 24 hours. So that's what I've been up to. But today I'm really excited to build a mini app from scratch, vibe coding.
I think you should share a little bit or like share your screen and just show people what QR code is just so they have an idea. They can like see it to believe it.
Sure.
And then go right into the session. Mike, I also see your question about linking base names to the sub account. I'm gonna go try and test it in my Coinbase wallet in a second and see if I can replicate your issue.
So, can you guys see my screen?
They can now.
All right. Nice. So this is QRcoin.fun. It's also available as a mini app on Farcaster.
I'm gonna
We're
scan
on
it.
auction number 43 right now, and there's like 18 hours left for the auction to finish. People can bid in the QR token, and you can enter any URL that you want to showcase, and you can bid on it. And you can see all the bids that came through in today's auction. Pretty cool. You can
Mm-hmm.
also see auctions previous, and we've been getting pretty high bids for the past week or so consistently. And you can also see our leaderboard right here.
How did you get started on this? Because I just saw like Jake cast about it one day and then was like, "Yo, shout out Scoho for building it," and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on here?"
I started building QRcoin.fun. I actually took over the project since like March,
No way.
and
Yo,
yeah,
that's sick.
and we just started like experimenting and had a bunch of features in the pipeline that we wanted to implement. Really cool feature is if somebody connects their wallet, it's gonna show up like right underneath here. So let me just test that out.
Mm.
I'm gonna try connecting in a different browser to see if it works. Oh, there. Let's go connect to wallet. Anyone can
Nice.
try it, and we can see it in live real time.
Okay, yeah, that's
Um,
super sick, actually.
yeah,
Wait, that's crazy. How'd you even think about that?
that was actually both of our ideas, and we the technical part was handled by me, but
Nice. You
it was
savage.
Jake's idea to make it more alive. We can also see if someone's bidding, so you can see like I'm bidding. This is me bidding on a different browser, so we've got some real time activity stuff going on, which is pretty
Super
cool.
cool. Can you see that in the mini app?
Yeah, you can see it in
Holy
the mini
shit.
app. You can see it on the web,
Yo,
phone,
that's
iPad.
legendary. Y'all are cracked, like actually.
Thanks. But yeah, this is QR Coin Fun, QRcoin.fun. Feel free to check it out. Um, you can wait until this auction ends, and the minimum bid is very less. It's like $3 or so in QR tokens. So if you're early, you can just put a bid in, and you'll get your URL in the history on the on the blockchain forever. So this is your opportunity to showcase what you're passionate about.
It's like so fun, but also like so useful, especially as it does like grow in attention and in mind share. I mean, like it only becomes more useful and more valuable. It really is like one of those like perfect use cases for a token. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like it's like the on-chain attention machine,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I think like more than half of our users have been Farcaster users. So that really speaks about on-chain users getting on this app and really getting active on QRcoin.fun.
I mean, you know me. I've been talking a lot about this, like building in the World Store versus mini apps on
Right.
Farcaster. Are you able to deploy something like this on the World Store?
I've actually tried like not this particular app, but I was in a world build hackathon that was actually around the time World ID started introducing world mini apps, and
Got it.
I had some experience building it out, but I think like apps can be easily portable to world mini apps, but I'm not sure like what the use case would be because there's identities on both Forecaster and World ID,
Right.
but for this particular use case, I feel like having uh, I mean, we could. It's not necessary to have a world ID, but I'm not sure. Like, would
Like
love to
you
hear
don't see
your
a real
thoughts
reason
on it.
why identity would make a difference in interacting with the app.
Right, right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Somebody asked, does it also show number of scans and time spent on the site?
We're actually good question. So we're actually trying to implement some more metrics to for our own admin purposes. So we're like trying to track a number of page visits, number of QR scans.
And show it all
Maybe not
live.
number of QR scans, but we're trying to maybe like capture some more user data, like number of frame ads. We have that, but we're not sharing it to the public right now because we're just using it for like internal stats tracking. But uh, we might release it soon when we have like all the components ready.
Yeah, they just actually said maybe built-in referrals or integrate third party, which is not a bad idea at all.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so let's move on from QR code. I do really love what you're working on. I think it's super cool, and
Thank you.
really interesting. So wanted everyone to kind of see what's being built on chain at the moment. And then we can get into the building. Oh, they also said, can you send the winner their stats via DM?
Um, e- yeah. If you have like any particular stats in mind, we can try to see if we have that already integrated, and we can send that out to you.
Dope, dope.
Yep.
All right, so we technically have about 45 minutes for your build session, but if you go over, it's no big deal at all because you're the last session for today. So if it ends up taking you longer and you want to go longer, feel free. But also, if it ends up being too much, no need to go over. But let's give it a shot. So for everyone watching right now, to give you context, we are working on a little on a little location identifier attestation, I should say, that allows people to go to in real life workshops and then register that they actually were there in real life using our like location mechanism right on homebase.love. So we're integrating that. And then Scoho had a great idea to create a sort of base profile where you can search up people's Farcaster usernames and it will bring up their token holding, their base names, maybe even an NFT. So we're gonna see what kind of data we can pull from people's Farcaster usernames. So Scoho, I'll let you take it away. When you start sharing your screen, I'll make it the big screen so that way people don't get distracted by our profiles.
For sure. I'm ready to share right now. Yep.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna make that full screen for everyone so they can see.
Actually, should I share my whole window? Because I might be using the browser a little bit.
Yes, if you want to, as long as you don't have your seed phrase out, then
Oh
yes.
no.
After seeing some tragedies in the past with live streaming, like from Boys Club, etc., I make sure I tell people to to make sure nothing private is out.
Yeah, it's a good disclaimer.
Yeah,
I got two screens, but you can never be more careful. Yeah.
never. All right,
Hmm.
I just made it full screen, so I'll let you take it away.
Cool. So essentially, I'm gonna try to wipe code a mini app from scratch, and I'm gonna be using MiniKit. So first step, I'll probably go to the MiniKit docs and see what's up. So they've got looks like they've got a quick start. Um, let's paste this command, and this would get our mini app started. Name something like base profile, and this asks you for your Coinbase Developer Platform client API key. You can actually get this from this URL right here. I already have one, so I'm gonna paste it just in a second. Share anonymous usage data to improve, create on-chain, sure. You want to say no to this step because we'll be deploying our app to mini app to Vercel, and then the manifest changes will start taking effect. So just hit no for this. And just like that, we have our uh, mini app project scaffolded. We want to install dependencies right now. So while it's doing that, actually want to give a quick little intro to what we're going to be building today. So base profile is going to be a simple mini app that lets users input their forecaster username, and it will pull their top 5 token holdings on the base mainnet. Base names owned, and probably if we have enough time, NFT, the most expensive NFT owned. So this is what we're going to be trying to building. Uh,
Which screen are you currently sharing?
my code editor.
Uh, Maybe try and bring it back up. It
Okay.
sounds. Uh,
Okay.
it's like hyper specific how you need to
Hmm.
present.
Let's see. Okay, I think it should be visible now.
Nice. Yes, it is.
I'm sorry if anyone missed it, but basically we went to the Coinbase MiniKit docs and scaffolded a mini app, which is still in progress. It's now downloading the uh, dependencies, but here's what we're going to be building today.
And shout out Artie for noticing.
So while this installation is going on, quick little intro to the tech, the tools we'll be using to pull forecaster user data. We'll be using Nanar API, which will give us the username associated slash verified ETH addresses, and we'll be using let me just put this as txt, and we'll be using alchemy to get the token balances of an address, which we'll be getting from Nanar. And lastly, but not the least, we'll be using on-chain kit to get base names owned by an address. So it looks like our dependencies installed. We'll just go ahead and run this, see how it looks like, just to get a feel for the UI. So without any changes, this is what it looks like in the beginning. Now we're going to be taking most of this boilerplate out and replacing with our own logic to search for the forecaster username. Since we're vibe coding, I'm going to be going to the Nanar docs and getting some info about their user API. Oh, looks like they have a new user interface. Nice. So we want to be able to search for users by their username, ideally. So what I'm gonna do is just take this request in, and I'm gonna start prompting cursor. Um, First up, we have a project scaffolded. Get the user info from Nanar. You can paste the direct URL to the docs, but I feel like giving the LLM like the exact response structure gives it more clarity, so it can like give us better results. So Cursor is gonna do its thing. While it does that,
So technically, you're building the app and the mini app at the same time, correct?
yeah, so it's a website, and you can turn any website into a mini app.
Right.
That's like really cool part about Forecaster mini apps. You just need a frame manifest, the mini app manifest, and uh, yeah, it you can basically turn a website into a mini app in like 10 minutes. So that's like the really cool part about it. So we do need a Nanar API key, and you can get it from signing up on Nanar. Um, just think I have one ready. So basically, what it's going to be doing is when we search for a username, we'll get some addresses associated with the user. Right here, you can see the verified ETH address and the primary ETH address. And we're going to be using this to pass it on to OnChainKit to get their base name. And for that, we can quickly go to OnChainKit docs, and there's something called get name, which gets the base name or ENS name, whichever the address has associated with it. So here you can see, um, yep, I think there's a get name function that works better. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be using get name to get base names associated with the address. And let's see what cursor is doing. Looks like it made some changes. We'll quickly check it out. Added like a button, base profile, search by forecaster username. I'm gonna type my own to see if it works. Cool, nice. So it's given us these two Ethereum addresses. Um, Now our next step would be to integrate get name from OnChainKit to get the base names. While this continues, I want to quickly show you guys how we're going to fetch the token balances. Um, so there's a lot of options for this. There's Zapper, Gold Rush, but today I think we're going to be using uh, Alchemy just because it has a simple API that we can fetch data from. So we have token balances by wallet, and we can try to see if it returns any useful information. So this is the Alchemy response for an Ethereum address, and we selected base mainnet. So this gives us all the token holdings for a wallet address on the base mainnet. The only downside I would say is it doesn't give us any info other than the contract address of the token. So we might have to use something else to get the name. Um, so we've got a response structure in handy. Looks like cursor ran into some issues. I should probably pull up the live chat. Not been able to look at anything people have been saying. Just a second. Zapper uses alchemy for information. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I didn't use Zapper because had some GraphQL stuff that, you know, for the sake of time, uh, did not want to go through for the sake of this tutorial. But I think Zappers will be using for an upcoming feature on QR Coin. But that's good to know. I did not know that.
Zapper's wallet is also coming out pretty soon, so might have your QR mini app inside of the Zapper wallet.
Yeah, that's something's cooking for sure.
Something is cooking.
Okay, what did it do? Created a search component to find podcaster users. Let's see if the on-chain kit integration works real quick. Oop, got an error. Looks like some API key issue. Okay, yeah. Looks like it's not being able to recognize the API key. Let's see. Yeah, this is the thing with Cursor. When it does its stuff, it accidentally removes a lot of stuff. So I re-added the API key. I think it should work now. Cool. So I not sure why it's not being able to fetch the base name. It's fetching my ENS name. Let's see. Okay. I think that's what we're doing. Right. Yep. Uh, yeah, we're passing in the chain, passing in the address, term formatted address. Let's see. Okay, looks like some contract error stuff going on the on-chain kit side. 429 is like too many requests, I guess. Oh yeah, it's like 5 a.m. right now. Yeah, it's like early in the morning, so you might hear some birds chirping.
It's 5 a.m. for you right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you savage. You woke up this early just for the live stream?
No, I stay up. I'm a night owl.
Oh, bet. All right, bet.
Yeah.
This is perfect. This is prime time for you then.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect. Dude, I actually was thinking about because I didn't know if it was music or not. So I was thinking I was gonna ask you like to if I should play some like lo-fi music just to, like vibe out for everyone like in the background. But
Oh yeah, I'm down. But yeah, this bird sound is like actually real. It's not yeah, it's not some
I
background.
totally thought it was a background noise.
That's funny.
That's legit. I'm gonna try and do like really low key lo-fi, see if it sounds good. If not, we'll just keep listening to the birds because it's a
Sure,
vibe either way.
go for it. So I guess we'll move on from resolving base names. It looks like there's an issue on the on-chain kit side uh, for it trying to resolve the base name in the get name function. Looks like that's what it's going on. Okay, we'll be happy with ENS for now. Let's move on to fetching token balances.
I think yeah, this background lo-fi is legit, and it should be quiet enough that we can still hear the birds too. Get best of
Nice.
both worlds.
So here's what we have so far. Um, we have base names, aka ENS, for now. That we're doing with ENS for now. But I guess on-chain kit issues preventing us from fetching the base name, so it's defaulting to ENS. Let's try another user. Let's try Luciano.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, sir. We got the real Luciano right here.
Hey, please stand up.
Okay, we got your ENS name. I'm not sure this one's it, but I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's the one that's connected to my Farcaster because I have a couple accounts connected to Farcaster, so that's like that's one of them.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I think I recently connected a Solana address too. I wonder if I guess
Oh yeah.
we could
We can display that too. Yeah. Currently it's displaying the Ethereum addresses, but you're right.
well for
Uh,
I mean it is a base workshop, so
yeah. But we're like trying to be inclusive
No,
and
yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I say show at least show soul I was gonna say ENS soul name
a soul name. Yeah. Yeah.
because my like Luciano dot soul should pop up. That would be cool.
Oh yeah. Um,
But it's
guess
also
for
not.
soul names.
I can't even remember what the fuck they're called, dude. I don't even think they're called soul names.
Dot soul. Soul ENS services. Soul name service. I guess that's what it's called.
SNS. I seriously don't remember.
SNS. Yeah. Soul name service.
Holy shit, it really was SNS. I mean, I literally haven't bought an SNS in probably 4 or 5 years now. Like, you know.
Oh, do you own an SNS
Yeah, yeah,
associated?
I own Luciano.sol. I mean, I
Oh,
should,
nice.
because yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, it says not available. So, yeah. Let's see how it's fetching
Oh God, Soul Scan. Here we go.
it. They've got an SNS API. Probably easy to look through GitHub to see. We got it. Got an SNS SDK. I think this should be good enough. Resolver, I think that's what we need before this does anything. Let's extract soul address. Let's see how the soul address. Let's see what it did before that. Okay, it's asking an alchemy API key. Oh yeah, so we need like 3 API keys for this little tutorial. One is Nanar, another is on-chain kit, Coinbase developer platform API key, and lastly alchemy. So I'm just gonna paste in my alchemy API key real quick. Okay, pasted that. Let's now go see if it's trying to get the token balances. Okay, boom, nice. We've got 5 tokens.
Hey, look at that.
Good stuff.
Super good stuff.
Not sure how it's finding the name. Let's actually
How
see.
did you just like vibe code like a random UI for it?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice. Love it.
You just got to
So,
be able to communicate with the LLM.
so is the scoho.eth at the top, that's your Farcaster at technically, right? Not your ENS. Like it's not showing your ENS, it's showing what you've registered.
No,
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
right. The thescoho.eth right here is my username,
Yep.
and right here is the ENS. I'm thinking it's not being able to resolve the base name, so I'm using get name from the Onchain kit. I was actually having some issues with it. Um, yeah, looks
Got
like
it.
something on the contract end is not being able to resolve the base name, so it's like falling back to the ENS.
Dude, this is so sick. I mean, I wish I guess we could do like paragraph. I'm trying to think of things that have solidified like their markets. Um,
Hmm.
like Coop Records, for example, we could show like the musicians you've invested in. You know what I mean? Like things like that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
now that we can create like a real profile, I'm really curious what people in the audience want to see. Like if you're searching up somebody's on-chain identity, like what do you want to see?
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
like I mean, I want this to be the opposite side of the horseshoe from Zapper. Like Zapper is like, your all your holdings, etc. It's hyper
Right.
financialized. Like I want this to
It's
like
very
have,
financial. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it's not to say this won't have financial data. I just want it to like show like who the person is, like
Hmm.
I want to be able to create that on-chain profile. And it's not that it has to be used for like reputation or anything. Like it's
Yeah.
just actually to get an idea of what this person does on-chain.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
Looks like it pulled up one of your NFTs, but not sure if it's the most expensive.
hey,
Um,
yo, wait, that's sick as fuck. I don't even
Calzone is excited for you. It's like some Zora post.
honestly, I don't even know. Probably like an airdrop or something.
Oh damn.
I don't even
Yeah,
remember minting
pretty
that,
interesting.
but I'm sure we did.
Let's try to see if it can show like a bunch of NFTs. Are we still? Yeah. Let me
Oh,
just.
that's a really interesting idea. Artie said NFTs in common. So we instead of even showing like their most expensive NFT, we could just see what NFTs does this person hold. Like, does this person hold the same NFTs as you?
Oh, nice. I mean, yeah, that's very. Yeah, we just gotta
NFTs in common.
compare two user addresses and see if they got
Tech,
the same NFT.
I mean,
That's
it
pretty
would work
cool.
because people already have to connect their wallet in theory to interact with this. I mean, I guess not necessarily.
No, they don't have to. I mean, they just like right now we don't have any auth. I just bypass the Connect wallet stuff, so you can literally like search
So
for
then,
your own.
so then, if
Uh,
people do connect wallet, then maybe that's what the service is more or less is like.
oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
like
If you
oh,
connect your
they hold
wallet,
you.
it's gonna automatically pull all your information, something like that.
Well, yeah, it will pull your information and then it will cross-reference it with like the person you're searching. So it will be like, okay, yeah, this person holds this token and this NFT that you hold. These are the communities they're in that are the same
Mhm.
as you. So you really could like get a really good idea of like what communities people are like if they're a milady or a motherfucker or a fucking pudgy
Oh yeah.
penguin or whatever, and be like, oh, like this person's also a pudgy. Like I didn't know that.
Hmm. I like that idea. And we also have like more data from the Nano API, like what kind of channels the user is,
Mm,
participating in. So,
yes.
you can like gauge their interests. Um,
How much they post.
yeah, how much they post, following. Um, what else do they? They have location stuff too, you know. Might be useful for the home base stuff that you were talking about.
Yes.
But this
Extreme.
is like, like it's not. It's like the user self-reporting, so it's not accurate. We just gotta
Yo, bro,
see.
Seb just fucking DM'd me a test flight for Zapper wallet.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. Nice.
I almost want to show it on live stream. I'm sure he'd be okay with it.
Oh, can you? Now, I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Let me ask him. Let me ask him and see if he'll allow it.
Yep. So right now, what was I doing? I was trying to resolve the soul name.
I guess you could even do like using the tip data, like the interactive data. Just you could also just show like these are the forecasters you interact with the most. But I guess you don't even need to because it already is a part of the sort of Tip Tuesday experience.
Oh yeah, they're probably pulling that info on their end, but
Right.
um, yeah, not sure how they probably have their own like way of tracking who's tipping which profile.
I'm
But
sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Just based off interactions.
Hmm. Solana domains placeholder. It's not fetching the real one. Oh, I actually want to do one thing. I want to be able to deploy this and um, view this as a mini app. So I think I skipped that step, but I think we should do it just to show people how to deploy it.
Hell yeah, definitely.
Also, is my screen like showing like real time? Because
Oh shit, dude. Wait, that's actually mad interesting. Gray said, I'd love to see stuff they've released, like contracts they've deployed or things they've created or minted. Sort of like GitHub for on-chain stuff.
oh, okay. I'd
That's
love to
actually
see stuff they released, like contracts they've deployed, art they've created and minted, etc. Sort of like GitHub for on-chain stuff. Connections to other people on-chain. I want to see the connection. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. So I think out of the box we have some good, rich information out of the Naner API. So we got. Let me just
huge,
copy.
huge shout out Artie and Gray. Really appreciate the suggestions. All really good ideas.
Yeah, I love the enthusiasm.
Artie said the hard part is caching that much data.
Yeah, if you don't cache, you just run out of API credits, and like goes downhill. Gitcast. Let's see. Ooh, merging GitHub into Farcaster. That's really cool. Never. It's the first time I'm checking it out. Let's see. That's really cool. Gitcast. So it's just like an entire Farcaster client. Nice. Commit. Knowing which art was minted by them would be neat, especially from Manifold, since it's owned by the author versus a platform. Bet Manifold. Luciano, do you mind if I go on mute for just a second and come back real quick?
Yeah, no problem. I would love to see, Artie, I would love to see both what the person has minted and what they've collected. I think the first thing we need to do is, if you mint something, that means you created the thing. If you mint something, or if you collect something, that means that you collected the thing. I think we need to define mint very clearly, because I mean, you can mint on both sides, both as the creator and the consumer. So we need to decide whether minting is the creation or the or the collecting. I really don't think we can keep using one word as both if we want collecting to continue and to survive. Yeah, I personally love Manifold for that reason, because you actually do own the underlying contracts, and they also do allow you to store the data, the metadata, if you so choose.
Okay, I'm back. Looks like it shows no NFTs owned by the user for some reason. Just gonna see why it's doing that.
Yeah, Artie, I think that's a good point, because I mean, it's really important that the author themselves, the person who minted the art, is the one that actually owns it. So if like OpenSea owns the NFT, I don't even think we should, we should like show it, for example. Not your keys, not your coins. Not your keys, not your NFTs.
Oh yeah, full ownership all the way.
Yeah, because we're talking about like adding art that people have minted or collected to the profile.
Mhm.
And Artie brought up a good point, where a lot of the platforms, like NFT minting platforms, are the ones that actually own the NFT itself, not the creator. So like
Yeah,
pulling from Manifold specifically would be a really good idea, because then we can actually see which NFTs people actually own.
right. I think that would be nice. Uh, which NFTs do you truly own?
Right. Who owns their own content? Yeah, I agree, Artie. I think the go-to-market here is definitely becoming the place to compare profiles. Yeah, actually, you can just call it on-chain profile. So
Sure.
easy. On-chain profile.xyz. Let me go see. I'm sure it's taken, but where the shot. Fuck is registered last year. On-chain profile.
Ah, then.
.xyz. But I know of another one that will work. Another dot something.
On-chain profile.base.
No,
Or
I'm not even gonna say it on the live stream
okay.
just in case
Oh
somebody
yeah. That's probably a good idea.
has a good has quick fingers.
You never know. Um, okay. Comparing two profiles is probably, yeah, it's a good feature to add on top of this. Be
I
able
mean,
to.
I think this is the way to think about it is if I don't have my wallet connected, I can just search any Farcaster and it'll come up with like some cool data. But if I do
Right.
connect my wallet, then when I search someone up, it will like come up with like these automatic comparisons of like you guys
Mhm.
both own these tokens, you guys both own these NFTs, you guys both follow these people, you guys both minted this, you guys, yeah, you both read this paragraph essay, some like stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like the base when you don't have your connected wallet, it's just like just like a search, and we just have a few data points there. And then if you do connect your wallet, it's like this. It's in like comparison mode.
Yeah. So there's like the normal mode where you can like search for a profile when you're not connected, but when you're connected, when you search for a profile, it'll like try to compare it with your own connected wallet and see.
Yeah, dude, exactly. That
That's a
shit's
killer idea. Yeah.
fuck yeah. On-chain phobia.
On-chain phobia.
That'd be good. Ooh, base match. Is base match? No
Thanks,
way,
man.
base match is not taken. Because that's like a really good fucking name for a
It's a short domain. Probably is taken.
holy shit, dude. It is $2 a year. That's crazy.
Yo, what?
I
No
almost
way.
feel like Gray, you should go cop base match.xyz right now. You deserve that. That's a really good one. Because someone's probably gonna end up using that for like some Tinder-esque type
Hmm.
app.
I think it was like on the list of like mini app ideas. I think Linda posted like a bunch
Oh
of
yeah.
like mini app ideas. It was like
Well,
on one of.
an OX designer's been like creating a UI for it, and I know even like Sophia has been, and like two other people I saw were creating something similar. So like people have been trying to vibe code it, but it's like it's way too intense of a project to vibe code.
No, nothing is way too intense to vibe code in this day and age.
Well, we just had the smart contract dev on before you, and yeah, vibe coding smart contract development
Oh,
is
vibe coding smart contract, I would definitely recommend against. Because
yeah, yes, so am
like
I.
it can be changed. It's not like a revert in cursor where you can like revert all your changes once it's deployed on the mainnet. Like that's what you're stuck with. So yeah, definitely um, we're ahead of AI on that regard.
Yo, legit.
Yeah. Imagine if you wipe code a smart contract and like, something goes
Bro.
wrong. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, especially like that's why I brought up with him because he was doing council house contracts, which are the contracts we're using to fund public goods
Hmm.
in rural Japan.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't realize like he was one of the people that built the contracts. And I was telling him like, "Yo, we need more help on some of the customization on the smart contracts." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's not something that we can just like vibe code." And he's like, "Yo, I literally wrote the contracts. Like, of course I can help." I'm like,
Yeah.
"No fucking way! Like, figure that out on live stream."
Yeah, that's it's like the best way that you literally found the best person to approach to.
Just by hosting workshops, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Farcaster's especially been really good because I've been able to. So the way I met Jake was through Bounty Caster. Like I completed a bounty, and we hit it off. So it's been pretty good. And obviously last year, Eat Singapore, met some people in Farcaster. Yeah, like I think the community is really strong, and so it's a good place for devs to be.
There's nothing I like more than devs and builders finding synergy with each other because it is so fucking fruitful and like so much comes out of it. It's so cool
Yeah.
to see. And of course, as you know, most devs don't really get out there, so it's hard to sort of make those connections, especially if you're like not participating in hackathons all the time.
Yep.
So once you do make those connects and you really find people you fuck with and you vibe with and you can build well with, it's so special.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep sending those base names, people. I want to see more base names in the chat.
Okay, now I'm actually gonna try to deploy this, like initial version of this, so we can try to see what it looks like.
And we
Uh,
can get our first users.
yep.
Yo, Gray, I'm dead serious. You should go cop basematch.xyz before someone else does. And I really don't want to buy it first because you deserve it. We could even use basematch to help builders find each other, find like who should be building with each other during base batches.
Oh yeah. I think we can use something called talent profile. Have you ever
Oh
heard of a
yes,
talent protocol?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it
yes.
like contains like the GitHub, like everything associated with the builder, and we could easily build like a matching application using talent protocol.
Fuck yeah,
And
we're doing this.
yeah, like if people already didn't know, like you can actually earn money, like earn ETH every week just for committing, like just for doing the normal like GitHub stuff that you already do. But you connect your talent profile to the mini app. It's called Base Builder Rewards. It's built by Talent, and if you do that, you'll like come up in the rankings, and you'll get some ETH airdropped to your wallet every week. That's like really cool.
Ball base match, let's go. All right, great. You're part of this project now. Yeah, keep dropping those ENS, those base names. I want to see those base names. Y'all would be shocked how many base names we've collected from these live streams. It's actually sick as fuck. I can't wait
Are
to do
you
some.
guys keeping track of it somewhere, right?
Yeah, yeah. I have
Nice, nice.
I have them all. So that's why I want the other reason I kind of want to do this because I want to be able to create a directory,
Mhm.
like a home based directory of just like all the people in base and like what they're building. So that's the final piece of the profile is people putting what they're building. So it's very obvious when people are talking about like, oh, who's building an AI agent or building tooling for an AI agent or building a mini app. We can just have all that data in one place. And of course, what people are building changes all the time, so they can have multiple things and they'll have the ability to change it. But I really do want to make it more obvious, create more discoverability around what builders are building.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's gonna make the matching process with different builders really easy, and it's gonna be useful for like things outside of it too, like hackathons. Like if you're trying to find
Exactly.
a person who's skilled in a particular skill set, you can easily do it. Um, we
You,
were, we were,
I know someone who, and know people who have tried to do this before, but the reason most of the times that they haven't taken off is because they're so general purpose that it's hard to like build the network effects across like all these different hackathons at once. But if we do it just for the base ecosystem, I think it like, it actually will gain traction over time and people will actually use it to see what other people are building on base.
oh yeah.
Doesn't it feel good while everyone's chatting about tokens and what to coin and content? You're just out here building.
Oh yeah. you know Uh, you just got to keep building no matter what the market is. It's actually never a bad time to just
To
lock
build.
in and, just keep building. Yeah.
Never a bad time to build.
Yeah. And, it helps to get off like Twitter too sometimes and just be on Farcaster because you don't get all that noise on Farcaster related to like tokens and, like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So it's a good place for builders to be chilling.
That's why people love Farcaster so much because a lot of that noise is just non-existent. And when it does make it to Farcaster, it's usually like good conversation. It's actual.
Mhm.
I mean, not like pure signal, but it breaks through most of the noise.
Yep. And Nanar has like some score, right? Like it filters out spam accounts pretty easily,
Yes.
so that's
Yeah,
pretty
it does.
clutch.
Super clutch.
So currently we're deploying to Vercel, and we should have a domain name ready. And I just want to be able to let people use the mini app. So got the Vercel project ready. So the way to test out if your mini app works or not is you go to your WordCast and you should be able to look at this developers tab right here, and I think it's right here, manifest tool. Actually, mini app embed tool. So you can just go ahead and paste your domain. And okay, so it didn't detect the correct embed. We still got to set our URL, and we'll do that on Vercel. Okay. Go ahead and redeploy this. Oh, Blue Sky too. Yeah, I have a profile on Blue Sky. Haven't been able to get into it, but I've heard really good things about it. Um, yeah, Blue Sky is also a good place to be. But yeah, you can see we have like a mini app going on the Frame Developer Tools. It's not live yet on Farcaster because we got some changes to do on the manifest. But um, hey, Luciana, quick question: are you able to see
Yo.
my like live video, or is it like a little delayed? Because I'm on my browser now, but I'm seeing it.
I think we're all good. Just
Oh,
type something real quick.
oh yeah. Are you
Yep.
able to
No,
see?
we're good. We're good.
Oh,
No
okay.
latency.
Nice. Cool. Uh, see if it did the compare profile. Compare NFT collections. Let's see what it came up with. Common NFTs. Oh, these are all like the spam airdrops. Um, not sure why it shows your base name as the common collection.
Yo, gotta love it.
But yeah, this is basically how you
Yo,
get
let's
any app set
go.
up. Had a lot of fun, sort of just going
Post
in whatever direction today. It was a lot of fun building.
post the Vercel link in the chat or send it to me. I'll post it.
Oh yeah, sure. This is the. Let me just-
Nice. Here we go. All right, everyone. The first iteration of your on-chain profile is now here. Oh, Artie said compare me and Gray. All right. Artie and Gray both send your Warpcast ads.
Let's do it.
Let me see if I can find you guys. Okay, artievilla.eth is
Already.
Fark, and then Gray, yeah, Seymour. Yo, let's go.
Let's try this out.
I'll follow both you guys on.
Okay, this is Pendle airdrop. Some random.
Pendle, let's go.
Okay.
You can make this head-to-head thing and assign scores. Who's minted
Who's
more?
minted more, done more, PvP? Yo, I love that. There's so many directions we could go with it. I had a simple idea at the beginning, but compare is really good. Scores, got to learn about Gitcast. It's really cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
reducing
need to
players
reduce
will
button
come.
clicks for sure.
Yeah,
Good feedback.
it's inevitable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, because there's a couple things here. For base match specifically, there is like matching people, matching builders, of course, and then doing like a sort of builder competition, I guess. Like I guess you could run your own sort of I don't even I guess you wouldn't necessarily call it a hackathon. You could do something a little bit different, a little bit more fun, and
Oh
just like
yeah.
a head-to-head battle.
Hmm. To
Actually, you know what?
answer
Like a
Gray's
March Madness.
question, it's pulling from Alchemy, and it's pulling from the base mainnet. So not all the chains. So Artie's correct. But sorry to interrupt you, Luciano. I can
No, no,
listen.
you're good. You're good. I followed both Artie and Gray on Farcaster,
Let
so
me just do that real quick. Yeah.
now we can all stay connected.
Yes.
All right. So we're deployed. We got it out. I guess we can jump back on next week if you're down. If we want to just keep on building it live.
Oh yeah, I'm down. We could make this a series. By the end of
Yo,
the base build batches, we'll have like a production ready, like go to market mini app that people will start using. I'm
I
down.
am so down, like so down.
Oh,
We can
let's do it.
plan. I say let's plan for Monday. We're doing more workshops at 4 p.m. UTC, if I'm correct. So at maybe at 5 p.m. UTC, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Literally, we could do it every day. We do it one of the days. Doesn't matter to me.
Cool. We can do like maybe Monday might be a little tight. Do you have like any times like Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah, let's do Tuesday at 5 p.m. UTC.
Cool.
So 1 hour, so it'll be 4 a.m. for you, I think.
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Perfect. I love it. Let's go. Yo, a true builder right here. That's how you know you're a true builder.
Oh yeah, nighttime is just like quiet and perfect for like
It's the best. It's so
yeah,
peaceful.
it is.
Nobody bothers you, you know.
Exactly.
All right, so that's everything for today. Thank you all for joining us. Go check out what Scoho built today live for you all. A nice little on-chain profile. We will keep working on it live together next week. Next Tuesday, we have more workshops all week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have workshops every day starting at 4 p.m. UTC. And then we'll just keep doing more builder sessions after that as I find people who want to do them. So, if anyone, I know that a couple of you said last workshop that you would also like to do this. So, if anyone else in the comments or in the audience would like to do an interactive build session, feel free to DM me on Twitter or Farcaster and we can get it set up. All
Heck
right.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you joining us. Really appreciate you
Appreciate
sharing
you.
your build today and for building this app.
Appreciate you. Likewise.
Of course, of course. All right, I'm gonna add my little video to the stage. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us all today. And we will see you all next week.